Alright, so what are the projects again for today? If we get time, we are going to start deconstructing this like that, and just these pieces of marble. There's a lot of, okay, they're rocks, but I guess they're pretty rocks like that. There's some color ones over there. My mom has a rock garden, and part of her rock garden, she wants some of these rocks, which is fine. I don't need them. I have plenty of rocks, but most of them are concreted in. I'll try to bust them out. We'll see what happens. Maybe it'll work. And all these pieces of marble, and those will be really easy to get. The privacy fence, which is not on fire, it was just a heavy fog and a lot of rain, and sun now. I'm going to tear down this privacy fence. We're going to use the wood, so a lot of it's good. I'm going to try to make a bench. The post, I'm definitely going to try to use that. That satellite dish is going to be, I don't know what to do with that. Maybe the MediaCom guy. Oh, I've got cable coming today, or internet rather, and I'll ask them. I need to fix that. I don't know if you can see that. Alright, we're going to get rid of a lot of this marble. We're going to mow and weed eat today. My mower was broken. They said it was fixed. I picked it up late last night in a lightning storm, so I didn't really test it out. So we'll see. My parents also want part of this cactus, which is why you do not see it on flames right now. Every time I walk by this thing, it tries to murder me. I have no doubt that I'm going to wake up in my bedroom and there's going to be like cactus notes left about it's coming for me. But it's to live right now. Alright. It rained so much yesterday, and I just cut all this stuff about a week ago. It'll just be much easier to burn later. Maybe next weekend. I do need to go up to that corner and finish cutting some stuff. Alright. Need to put the trailer away. Need to trim some trees down by the road. And here's a board that was back there in the garden. It's split on this end. It's kind of rotten on this end. I'm going to let it dry out and see about building a bench for the front porch out of it. Cut the rotten end off, go from there. We'll be using you today, ladies. Wall of pain. Yeah, ladies. That makes sense. Okay. We're going to be hopefully building a compost pile with a frame for a compost pile. I don't actually have anything to put in it. Way down there in that corner today. Hopefully I remember to show everybody. I don't know, I feel good. I'm going to get to work today. And it is a beautiful morning because we get stuff like this. Heavily dewed covered spider web. I don't know if it comes across as pretty, but I think it is. Alright. And we'll get internet today. Honestly, I do not miss having internet or cable. I don't know. I'll put in some John Wayne movies, watch DVDs. I just don't miss it. Alright. We're also going to try to get rid of the privacy fence today. Oh, we're going to have to work on the clothesline. That's right. Now, the clothesline pole, one of them was still up when I got here. One of them was in the shed here, and it was broken off from where it used to be. So, I want to put it back up. Because saving money on drying clothes, obviously, but also it doesn't heat up the house, which The summertime is even more important. Alright, this is where it used to be. And that far pole, you can tell this is a heck of a clothesline. I don't need one that long. I just picked a spot. But this one is really nice in this concrete ring. Good job. I didn't do that. I did this one. I couldn't bury it as deep as I wanted to because it already being broken off, it was already lower than the other one. And it's not like I need my clothesline to be exactly the same height, but I just don't want it to slope too much. So this is in concrete. It's kind of just a concrete ball under there. It moves. When I put tension on it with a clothesline, maybe it'll be fine this year, maybe it'll be fine next year, but it's still not right. So what I want to do is I'm going to build a box around it. I've got one bag of Quikrete that still came with the place. Fill that with the box. Drive some small metal pieces, because I have tons of random metal. Some small metal pieces in the ground around it for the concrete to also latch onto, to give it just a bigger base. The weight alone should do it, but the rod's driven in the ground, so ground and concrete, that should keep it from moving. I found some mesh in the woods, some metal mesh wire. I might put that in there because that will also help the concrete to keep from breaking and cracking. Kind of like the principle of rebar, but it's also how fancy do you want to be with your clothesline. Alright, might actually do that next, right? Alright, we're cooking down there. If you wonder why I zoom in a lot, it's because it's the only thing I know how to do on this camera. So, okay. So we're cooking down there. My stepdad, we did not know my mower was going to be fixed. So my stepdad's coming to mow again. It was already in the plans. I told him no need, my mower's fixed, but he's still a great guy and is going to come. I tell you, I have a wonderful family. I am lucky. My parents got divorced when I was very small. I don't remember it ever being any other way. I remember kind of in school people would talk about divorce, and it was almost like I was supposed to be upset about it. You know, divorce is supposed to be hard as when you're a kid. But honestly, I was so young, I don't remember any other way. It was horrible not seeing my dad as much as I wanted to. And then on weekends that he had me, hey, I was a little kid. Sometimes I miss my mama. But I ended up with a stepdad and a stepmom. So I had 4 parents that loved me, I mean, unmeasurably. So a lot of people barely get 1 parent that loves them. And I had 4. I have 4. My mower, I wasn't going to be able to take it until today. My dad had a day off work on Wednesday, came up here, it's about 30 minutes away from his house, came up here, got my mower, dropped it off to the store, and went back home just to help me out, just to save me 2 days of getting it fixed earlier. My stepdad mowed my mowed my yard last weekend. He's gonna mow my yard this weekend. My mom was up here cleaning the first weekend I got my house. She was up here cleaning with me as much as she could do. My stepmom came up here and walked it when I was thinking about buying it. And I mean, to come step foot in an abandoned trailer for 300 days, I mean, that's something. And last night I went to my dad's house to get the trailer to go get my mower, and my stepmom had me dinner cooked. Just dinner, just waiting on me. Hey, here's a bite to eat before you go. They're just fantastic people. And I am not a people person, but I do know I'm lucky. I guess I got off on a tangent. But I'm telling you, it's just a beautiful morning. The dew's beautiful. There's like a mist in the air from it. There's another spider web. They're just pretty, I guess. You just see them everywhere glistening. There's a couple on the porch. Well, anyway, I gotta quit playing and get back to work. So I hope everyone has another good morning.